Well, now that we know where all of the information about the users is stored, let's go about actually creating some users. So typically we would use the command user add, and that's going to bring up the help for user add. Very simply, all you have to do is say user add and give it a username. I don't want to do that. I want to give it some more specific configuration settings. So first of all, let's create a group. Then I've got a group that I can actually add the user to. And again, we've got a set of parameters that I can pass. In this case, I want to just say group add and just say new group. So now I can go back up to user add. And now I'm going to say -G is going to be new group. That is going to be the primary group for this particular user. And then I want to say -D is going to be home, new user. So -D is the directory or the home directory for the user. So you can see -D is the home directory. And I'm going to specify -M at the end, which is going to create the directory for me. Now, the other thing I want to do is I want to set a shell. The shell is going to be the user interface when you log in an interactive fashion using this terminal window, for example. If I were also to use a secure shell to get in remotely, this is the shell that would run that would give me interactive access to this particular system. So we're going to say /bin/bash, and there are a number of other parameters, of course, that I can use. I'm going to let the system create the user ID or the numeric value for this particular user. And now I'm going to say -M, in other words, create the directory for me for the home for this user. And then my login is just new user. So now you should see that we've got a directory called new user in the home directory. So now I need to set a password. I'm going to use the passwd or password command. If I just run this now, though, it's actually going to change the root password because I'm running it sudo, which means I'm running it as administrator. I could change my own password here by just saying password, and it's going to prompt me to change my own password. In this case, though, I want to say password, new user, and that's going to be setting the password for new user. And now I can just type in a password. It's going to ask me to retype it to make sure that I haven't screwed anything up and typoed and then end up with a password that's unusable. So I have now just created a new user, and I have also set the password on that new user, and I've created a group for the user and set that user to also have that group ID that we created.